Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can... Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den from the tell of it. Their lair lies somewhere. Pray do be careful. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh? The goblin's lair lies some... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Welcome to Bjorn's Art, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again.
There are few things as exciting as receiving new equipment.
Let us hope 'tis not mere frippery.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory. And may fortune smile upon you, sir.
Always a pleasure.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military...
Say, have you been to Harv? 'Tis a quaint little village down by the sea. Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
In the north of Vermont
Our curious tales staged, where ventured a hero. Sometimes I wonder
I'm always doing about a dozen things
Such
at once.
worn-out gear. I hope this job plays out better than the last. This hustle and bustle puts me right.
Forgive me for last night's scuffle.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Ah, I see you have a great sword with you. You may now change your vocation to warrior, if you wish. If you would prefer to register a sorcerer, you will need to acquire an archer stock.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Sometimes I wonder. Not for it, but to cut my...
Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
Let's see. What can we do without?
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd go
Have you come to be curious of other vocations? While it is admirable to devote, particularly if you are eligible for a special vocation, heretofore unseen opportunities of exciting potential. Do come again.
Over here, if you please.
Hope this job plays out better than the last.
I must remember to dust the shelves.
Don't mind crowds.
Gather round. We've arrived, just as planned.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a mark.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero on left on the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted.
Hi. Faring well, I hope. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Intuition, I suppose. Say, you're not from round here, are you? Are you a traveler? Have you seen many places? How I envy you. This city, I long to learn more of the outside world, but she's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the palace walls. But that only makes me question her judgment all the more. After all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives of our people? They must be fraught with uncertainty, subject to harsh conditions. It seems unfair that I alone should be shielded from that reality. But listen to me waffling on. I almost forgot. Here, I brought more of the money I owe you. I should have the remainder ready by our next meeting. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
Gather round. Treat. Your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Aye, got some coin to... Much appreciated.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight.
Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed into stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus with a wit as sharp as his sword.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
This really is fine craftsmanship.
Come take a look. You'll be... Glad you did. Do come again.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
Nattering all day is tiring work. Wonder if you...
I'm just waiting for the new equipment to come in.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master story. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? What would you of me? I'll have... Right at home.
Interested in my wares? Pleasant dreams. It's been a hot day.
I've had enough. only get you so
Seems
far, I suppose.
this is where my luck runs out.
What am I supposed to do?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Surely I'm nodding off where I stand.
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
No challenge is beyond our combined mind.
It is no great shock to me.
Goblins, Master!
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
I will protect you. Avoid flame at any cost, villager. You have been doused in oil. Take the power of ice and turn it against our foes. We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Indeed. It was enough to make one pity our foe.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
A fine display of skill.
It's a bit early to be thankful. The enemy yet remains.
Splendid.
Take that!
I should be glad to assist you, Arisen. In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? you like that? Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
We shall be ill prepared for battle if we rest overmuch.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind? The private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Now there's a thought.
This bow is drawn to women as a moth to a flame.
It's a tendency we might exploit. To do so would be to court danger.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again. If you can believe it, just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi, what are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas, this is the good sir I spoke of, the one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, calm the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure the village's safety.
One cannot be too careful.
I'd begun to wonder if you'd cast me off for good.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Heart Village, Sir Arisen. You are a... Truly, we cannot...
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.